Alright, so I figured I would go live. This is the last farm of the year for wheat harvest and planting. So I figured I would do a live. I got, well, you can't see him. Dad is over on the combining wheat. And I went over to where he had, right beside him, and started coming the way that he had already cut. So I figured I'd get this side done, let him get a little bit further over, and then once I get on this side done, I'll go back over there. And we won't get it done tonight, we'll get it done tomorrow. So it is what it is. We'll get it done tomorrow, and then we'll be done with wheat, done planting soybeans, and then it's vacation time. Take Miss Eastern Shore Farmer somewhere. And her birthday is Thursday, so everybody remember to tell her happy birthday. I'm not going to tell you how old she's going to be, but yeah, her birthday is Thursday. So our daughter just got a new job at a restaurant in Ocean City for the summer. I don't even know what the name of it is. It's down there by Harborside and stuff like that. So we're gonna go down there while she's working and leave her a real crappy tip on Thursday night for her birthday. But this is what I'm doing. Planting. He's over. Now you can't see him. The windows are dirty. I'll show you on the way back. I think you get better visibility on the way back. Let me see here. Can I do comments? Well, I know there's some way that I can go to comments. Somehow. I don't know how. But I figured I'd do a live. I don't have many people watch, but I figured I'd do it anyway. Turn it sideways. No, you can't turn it sideways. I know there's somewhere I can read comments on here. But anyway, yeah, last farm, and I hope I have enough beans. I got the planter is a little bit below half. This is like a 90-acre field. Putting 185,000 in. We always bump it up after wheat. But I got one more box up at the farm of Seed Consultant 4.6. They're treated beans, and they seem like they come up really quick. It must be the treatment on them. I think they got like fungicide and pesticide stuff like that on them, but they come up quick. I mean, you put them in the ground and they are up. So let's hope they yield good. Last year we did try some Seed Consultant beans, and they actually on the monitor were the best bean that we had. We drilled everything last year with that 1990 drill. We traded that in and got the 16 row 1770 planter. The drill just, I always wanted one. Now the new ones, the NC 530 or NT 530s, whatever they are, they look like they're a way better drill. But it's like everything else, they build that platform and then they make it better with the next series. Like that combine, we got the 680, and that's a 780, and it seems like everything that they didn't do right on the 680, they did right. They did better on the 780. It seems like. It seems like it anyway. But I ran her for a little while today, that combine. I want to say thanks to Atlantic Tractor for helping us out. That was a big help, and I know I give them a hard time, but it was a big help what they did for us. so we could get finished up. They're in the process. They ordered the parts for our combine. It's just a couple wire harnesses and some bivalve or something for the hydraulic pump is what really happened to ours. But that is a nice combine now. But it's like everything else, everything's so expensive. But see what our salesman Gary, come on Gary, work it out. But Gary's a good guy. He's actually done really good for us the last several pieces we bought. And I've given him a hard time too. But I think the last 2 or 3 pieces we bought, I feel like he's been fair and done a pretty good job for us. So this is a 1631, 1790 planter. And I used to plant corn with this, but means we got the other one with the 2x2 on there, and our corn looks beautiful. I got a video that I haven't uploaded yet, but I got it all ready to go. And that 1087 108 day at my house on that vetch, that is some beautiful corn. I mean, it's tall, healthy looking. Of course, we had that corn last year, and that was our winter last year. That corn was. We didn't plant a lot of it. We planted it on one big field just to test it out. And it was during the drought. It didn't rain for 58 straight days, I think. And it still did 188, 189, something. I think it's 189.2. That's good when you don't have no rain on it. To us, you know, them guys out west, they might do 240, 250. Let me put you over here. 240, 250 with no rain because they got all that nice topsoil. We don't have all that nice topsoil. We got the sand. So, to me, that's impressive, I think. But this right here is strictly a bean planter now, and it's nice because on these, when you change them over, from bean to corn, you got to change the brushes, and you got these little clips in them where the brushes go. And I swear to God, and even one of our neighbors, he has one. He actually called me this year, wanted to know if I had any of the clips, and I don't. I don't care what you do, you break them when you change them out. It doesn't matter how easy you are, you always break the clips that hold them brushes in. And so it's nice just to keep the bean brushes in, the bean plates, and then on the corn one, keep the corn brushes and the corn plates. Yeah, because it totally sucks to, you know, every year you got to spend money just changing it over because the way the stuff is, when you try to get it out, it breaks. But she is equipped with swath control and everything. She shuts off every row. The corn planter shuts off every row, and then it's got fertilizer swath control on it. It shuts off every 4 rows. And them 360 yield bandits that we put, oh, I hit the steering wheel. Them 360 yield bandits that we put on there, looking at the corn, it looks like they really did a good job on the fertilizer, putting it down. Looks like it did. I mean, this is some of the best corn that I've ever seen that we've had as far as overall corn. Now, we might have some fields that look better than others every year, but as far as overall corn, and I think a lot of it attributes to that planter. Plus, we did some different practices. Did a lot of cover crop. Big on cover crop. It definitely suppresses tons of weeds. Plus, you get the mat like Wes always talks about, where it holds your moisture. But the vetch, you know, until you get in there with a combine, you don't know. But visually looking at it, and it's putting on the ears now. I can't wait to see what it does. As long as we keep getting some rains, it seems like we keep getting these, you know, couple-inch rains here and there. We don't get them enough, but we're getting them. Whereas last year, this time, it just completely shut off, and we weren't getting any rain. I mean, it really hurt everything. And it hurt the beans that we planted after the early corn. It started raining probably 2 or 3 weeks after I planted the beans, and they just could never get up and get going in 2 or 3 weeks. And you know, you need them to get up and get going, so they start growing so we can harvest them before a frost comes. But they weren't going to make it, so we turned this field right here. Actually had them in it, and we ended up working them under and planting the wheat in. So just something you try, you do. It worked the first 2 years. Last year was a drought. Putting pivots up, hopefully, on certain farms, so that'll definitely help. That'll help with the corn and the beans. But I don't know if you can see him over there or not. The windows are. Let me see if I can turn you around here. Where's the camera at? There you go. Yep, he's over there cutting. You'd rather see me anyway. But we do got some 115-day AgriGold out here. I've never planted AgriGold. We looked at their beans in a test plot, and the beans were just, well, actually my parents went up to Preston and seen them in the test plot and really liked them, so we figured we'd try some corn. This is straight sandhill right here, and it does have the proven 40 on it. Now I did get this in. This is some of the last corn I planted, and that upsets me. I really want to get corn in early, because our earlier corn is some of our best looking corn that we got, but that's still good looking for a sandhill. It's still pretty good looking for a sandhill. I mean, that field in corn never looks like that in this area. Now you get down, the rest of it is good ground, but this hill right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is a straight up hill of nothing but sand. And normally the corn doesn't even grow there, or nothing grows there. It starts, and then when the rain stops, or we start getting showers just here and there instead of steady rain, it just goes away. But there's going to be something there as long as we keep getting a couple little rains like we are on that hill, and that's where our yield gets killed. Is, you know, the whole field starts doing good, and then you got to do these spots that are sandier, and man, it just really takes your yield out horribly. It just drops it down, and then you went from good to bad, and you're like, man, but the field was good. But the field was good. It was just a couple spots that made your average on that field look crappier than it, in my opinion, it really was. But that'd be a good farm to put pivots on. We don't own that farm. Mr. Artist owns that and this. I don't know how to do a live and keep the camera sitting here showing. I'm not going to do a long one. I just figured I'd do one. I see one Lonely Farmer always does live. He's a lot better at it because he can talk to you guys like you're standing right next to him. I can't. I just figured this was the last field, and I might as well go ahead and do a short one. Just show you what we're doing still. Last farm, get it done. Alright, I'll let y'all go. See you later. I'm going to end it.